Really enjoyed it. All right, now we're going to have some storytelling by Sister Pamela Burns.
I say jumbo, you say sana. Jumbo.
Sana.
Jumbo.
Sana.
I say sana, you say jumbo. Sana.
Jumbo.
Sana.
Jumbo.
Now you just say jumbo sana.
Jumbo sana. Jumbo sana. Jumbo sana. Jumbo sana. Jumbo sana.
Now jumbo sana means hello everyone, and it is a Swahili language. So jumbo sana.
Jumbo sana.
And I'm here to share with you a story about the African. Now you do know this is all about the African and how the African wants everyone to know that we're free! We're free! We're free!
Yeah.
But you see, the journey, as you can see, was not very easy, especially this time about history. Now you see, during this time, as the children say, we were going to overcome. But do you know what we were trying to overcome? We were trying to overcome separateness. We were trying to overcome it. We were divided. We were tired. And we wanted to overcome it all. Now, let me get some volunteers. Let me have, okay, you come up, and you come up. That's fine. And can I get 2 more volunteers? Yes, please, in the back. Come on up. And then you come up. Now, you see, during this time, there was a big old word that was so important to everyone. It started with an S. But I'm going to show you what this word is all about, you see. Now, you see, there was a town, and there were a few short people. Now, in this town, they also had tall people. Yes. Now, you talk, you go over there, you sit down, and I mean, don't say a word, just sit down. You guys are so beautiful. Sit down, short people. Well, short people, are you hot? Yes, I heard because you are good listeners, short people. You're very smart. Yes. Now, you over here, I don't want no trouble with you over here. You guys are so tall, all you smell is pollution. Stay right there and get yourself together. Well, during this time, you see, there was segregation. Separate. Very separate. Separate meaning divide, meaning divorce, meaning sunder. Segregate. Now, they all thought that it would be an equal time. You see, they're on the same pews, and those pews sit up straight. And so you see, it was separate, but equal.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you see, this story comes from the South. Now, you know all of us here in the North come from the South. Yeah, you know that, don't you, right? It was called the Great Migration, and that's all you got up here. But anyway, back in the South, you see, segregation was a great law. How y'all doing, short people? Are you comfortable? Yes. Yeah, they were separate over here, the short people, the tall people over there. Okay, as long as y'all sitting up right now, all right with me. Well, meanwhile, February 1st, 1960, I just love this story. There was a problem with the segregated law, and there were 4 college students that just were had enough of it. They didn't understand why the short people, or the colored people, had to stay there and be treated the way they were. And the other races, the white people, they were always made comfortable. You see, there were color signs. I'll just stay on the outside. And there were white-only signs. You see how you go to McDonald's and the Red Lobster, and you don't have to go through the back door. Matter of fact, you don't even have to buy your food from a window. You see, that was segregation. Well, there were 4 college men. They were attending the North Carolina Agriculture and Technology College. And guess what kind of school that was? A segregated school. That's right. And you see, but they were smart boys, and they were tired about this. Short people, y'all all right? About the segregation laws. And so they had gotten together, and little did you guys know about this story, I heard it from one of the people who were in it. NPR, you know, NPR news station, they interviewed Franklin McCain. Go to the website, child, you can read it yourself. Now, he was talking about how they anticipated all kind of dialogue the day they went to the Woolworth dime and nickel store. Now, you may not know what that is, but it's like a Kmart, you see? And you know how Kmart got that little lunch where you can buy pizza and hot dogs and all that stuff that you can do now? Well, you see, in 1960, that was only for the white people, the other race. You guys not sitting up. And so they all decided that they were going to go and they were going to rebel against this segregated lunch counter. So the four men, young men, they got together and they thought about the dialogue and what could be said when they went in there. So they planned to go in and buy some, just small little pieces of things, and get a receipt. And that's what they did. Now, Mr. McCain, Franklin McCain, he claims that day of it, he had a lot of anxiety. He didn't know what to expect. He was going against the system. Well, he thought if he was lucky, he'd spend time in jail a long, long time. But if he wasn't lucky, he probably had to go back to his university in a pine box. But these four young men, they were determined, and they walked their way into the Woolworth nickel and dime store. As planned, they went and they bought different small items. He said it seemed like they were doing it for hours, but it was just a matter of 5 minutes. When everybody had made their purchase and got their receipts, then Franklin McCain looked at Joseph McNeil, and they went over to that lunch counter. They sat down and they asked to be served. We'd like to get service here, please. We'd like to get service here, please. Why, when the waiters and the cooks looked around, they were shocked. They didn't know what to say. Well, how dare the colored sit down at this lunch counter? We'd like to have service, please. Mr. McCain said the lady didn't know what to say. So finally she said, we can't serve y'all here. Well, why can't you? Well, we can't serve y'all here. Well, we've been service here. We got receipts, see? We've been service here at this store. Yes, I know, she said, but you can't be service here. What do you mean you can't be service here? We'd like to order something, ma'am. Well, wait a minute, said the waitress. I got to go get the manager. So she goes back in the kitchen and she brings back the manager. When the manager walked out that door and saw those four colored boys sitting at the lunch counter, they said he turned red as beets. Which our boys won't. We want to be service, sir. What? We like service, sir. I see here on your menu, you have some nice French fries. If you want to be service, said the manager, you're going to have to go downstairs to the stand-up counter where colored people are served. You can't eat here. Well, Franklin McCain said they went back and forth. Well, what do you mean we can't be served here? What's so sanctified about this lunch counter? So the manager said, well, you see, it's not our custom to do that. It's not our policy either.